Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Simple English Stories. I'm so happy you're here with me today. How are you feeling? Are you ready for a fascinating story with Tom? Today's story is about reading minds, something we all wish we could do sometimes. Have you ever wondered what other people are really thinking? When someone smiles at you, what's going on in their head? When your boss looks at you, what are they thinking? It's curious, right? Today, something magical happens to Tom. He wakes up and discovers he can hear everyone's thoughts. At first, it seems amazing. But then things get complicated. Tom learns things he doesn't want to know. He hears secrets. He discovers the truth about people around him. You're going to learn so much useful English today. These are phrases you can use in real conversations. I'm so excited to share this story with you. So, let's see what happens when Tom can read minds for a day.
It was Tuesday morning. I woke up at 7 o'clock. Something felt strange. I felt different. I couldn't explain it. I sat up in bed. Then I heard something. A voice. But nobody was there. "I hope he makes coffee this morning," the voice said. I looked around. My apartment was empty. I lived alone. Where was this voice coming from? Then I understood. It was my neighbor, Mrs. Chen. But she wasn't speaking. I could hear her thoughts. Thoughts are the ideas and words inside your mind that other people can't normally hear. I felt shocked. Shocked means very surprised in a way that's hard to believe. This was impossible. People can't read minds. This wasn't real. I must be imagining things. Imagining things means thinking you see or hear something that isn't really there. I got out of bed. I walked to the kitchen. I made coffee. As the coffee brewed, I heard another voice, a man's voice. "Where are my keys? I'm always losing my keys." That was Mr. Park from upstairs. I could hear his thoughts too. This was crazy. This was actually happening. I could read minds. Read minds means to know what other people are thinking. I felt excited. This was like a superpower. Superpower is a special ability that normal people don't have, like flying or being very strong. I wondered what else I could hear. I got dressed quickly. I wanted to test this power. I needed to figure out how it worked. Figure out means to understand something by thinking about it carefully. I went outside. I walked down the street. Immediately, voices filled my head. So many voices. The woman walking her dog thought, "This dog is so slow today." The man at the bus stop thought, "I hate my job. I want to quit." It was overwhelming. Overwhelming means too much to handle or deal with at once. But it was also fascinating. I kept walking. I went to my favorite coffee shop. I wanted to see what my friend Sarah was thinking. Sarah worked there as a barista. I walked in. Sarah was behind the counter. She smiled when she saw me. "Hi, Tom. The usual?" "Yes, please," I said. Then I heard her thought. Tom always orders the same thing. He's so predictable. Predictable means easy to know what someone will do because they always do the same thing. I laughed. That was true. I always ordered a cappuccino. "Actually, I'll try something different today. Give me a latte." Sarah looked surprised. "Really? You never change your order." I heard her think, "That's weird. Maybe he's okay." I paid and sat down. This power was interesting, but I started to feel strange. Hearing everyone's private thoughts felt wrong. It felt like I was invading their privacy. Invading privacy means looking at or knowing someone's personal information when you shouldn't. A couple sat at the table next to me. They were holding hands and smiling. The woman said, "I love spending time with you." But I heard her think, "I'm so bored. When can I leave?" My heart sank. She was lying. She looked happy, but she wasn't. This was sad.
I went to work. I worked at a marketing company. I had a team of 5 people. Today, we had a big meeting with our boss, Mr. Williams. We needed to present our ideas. Present our ideas means to show and explain your thoughts and plans to other people. I walked into the office. My colleague Jake waved at me. "Morning, Tom. Ready for the meeting?" "Yeah, I think so," I said. I heard his thought. I hope Tom doesn't talk too much. He always takes all the credit. Takes all the credit means to make it seem like you did all the work when other people helped too. I felt hurt. Jake was my friend, or I thought he was. Did he really think that about me? I tried not to show my feelings. I tried to act normal. Act normal means to behave like usual even when you feel different inside. The meeting started. Mr. Williams sat at the head of the table. He smiled at everyone. "Good morning, team. Let's see what you've prepared." I heard his thought. I already decided to give the project to Lisa, but I'll let them present anyway. Give the project to means to choose someone to do or lead a specific job or task. What? He already decided? This whole meeting was pointless. Pointless means having no purpose or reason. Why were we even here? Lisa started presenting. She talked about her marketing strategy. Mr. Williams nodded. He looked interested, but I heard him think, "This is boring. I want lunch." Then Jake presented. He talked about social media ideas, but I heard his thought, "This is terrible. I didn't have time to prepare. Please don't ask my questions." Everyone was pretending. Pretending means acting like something is true when it's not. Everyone smiled, everyone nodded, but their thoughts told a different story. They were bored. They were worried. They were judging each other. It was my turn to present. I stood up. I felt nervous. I could hear everyone's thoughts now. Lisa thought, "I hope he fails." Jake thought, "Come on, Tom, don't mess this up." Mr. Williams thought, "Let's get this over with." Get this over with means to finish something quickly because you don't want to do it. I started talking, but I couldn't focus. The voices were so loud. Everyone was thinking different things. Some people were thinking about lunch. Some were thinking about other work. Only one person was actually listening. My colleague Amy. Amy thought, "This is interesting. Tom always has good ideas." That made me feel a little better. At least one person cared. I finished my presentation. Mr. Williams said, "Thank you, Tom. We'll make a decision soon." Make a decision means to choose what to do after thinking about it. But I already knew Lisa would get the project. This was all a waste of time. After the meeting, I felt frustrated. Frustrated is the feeling when things don't work the way you want and you can't change it. Everyone was so fake. Everyone hid their real feelings. Work was full of lies. I went to lunch alone. I sat in the park. I tried to clear my mind. Clear your mind means to stop thinking about stressful things and make your thoughts calm. But I couldn't stop hearing people. A man walked past. He thought, "I'm so lonely, I wish I had friends." A woman jogged by. She thought, "My feet hurt. Why do I do this to myself?" Two friends sat on a bench. They were laughing. But one thought, "She's so annoying. I wish I could go home." Everyone was lying. Everyone was hiding something. This power wasn't fun anymore. It was exhausting. Exhausting means making you feel extremely tired. I wanted it to stop. I wanted to go back to normal. I went back to work. The afternoon was worse. I heard my coworkers gossip about each other. Gossip means to talk about other people's private lives, often saying unkind things. Sarah from accounting thought mean things about the new intern. The intern was thinking of quitting. Everyone was judging everyone. I couldn't take it anymore. Take it anymore means you can't continue with a difficult situation because it's too hard. I left work early. I told my boss I felt sick. That wasn't a lie. I felt terrible. I went home. I closed the door. Finally, I was alone. The voices stopped. I could only hear silence. It felt wonderful. I sat on my couch. I thought about everything I heard today. People were complicated. They smiled but felt sad. They acted friendly but felt angry. Everyone had secrets. Secrets are things you keep private and don't tell other people. But then I realized something important. I had secrets too. I thought things I didn't say. Sometimes I smiled when I felt tired. Sometimes I said, "I'm fine," when I wasn't fine. Everyone does this. This is normal. This is being human. The problem wasn't that people hide their feelings. The problem was me hearing everything. Some thoughts should stay private. We need boundaries. Boundaries are limits that protect your personal space and private life. I made dinner. I ate slowly. I watched TV. Around 9 o'clock, something changed. I realized I couldn't hear my neighbor's thoughts anymore. The power was gone. It lasted exactly one day. I felt relieved. Relieved means happy because something stressful or worrying has ended. I was glad it was over. I didn't want this power anymore. I learned 3 important lessons. First, everyone has an inner world that's different from what they show. People are more complex than they seem. We all have thoughts we don't share. That's okay. We shouldn't judge people only by what we see on the surface. Second, Privacy matters. Some things should stay in your mind. You don't need to know everything about everyone. It's healthier to give people space. Give people space means to respect someone's privacy and not know everything about them. Third, words matter more than thoughts. What people choose to say is more important than what they think. Actions and words show who we really are. From that day on, I tried to be kinder. I remembered that everyone is fighting their own battles. Their own battles means personal problems and struggles that others don't know about. I stopped judging people so quickly. I gave people the benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt means to believe someone is good or honest when you're not completely sure. Life was better without reading minds. Real human connection comes from talking, listening, and trusting, not from knowing every thought. All right, my friend, you just heard Tom's story about reading minds for a day. Now it's your turn to speak. I'm so excited to practice with you. These are phrases you can use in real life. Don't worry about being perfect. Just relax, listen to my voice, and repeat after me. We'll start with short phrases, then build up to longer sentences. Ready? Let's practice together. Let's start simple. Listen carefully, then repeat what I say. Here we go. Read minds. Read minds. Figure out. Figure out. Act normal. Act normal. Clear my mind. Clear my mind. Good. You're doing great. Let's keep going. Give people space. Give people space. Make a decision. Make a decision. Get this over with. Get this over with. Their own battles. Their own battles. Excellent work! Now let's try something a little longer. Great job! Now let's practice full sentences. These are things you can actually say in real life. Listen and repeat. I can't figure out what she's really thinking. I can't figure out what she's really thinking. I'm trying to act normal, but I feel so nervous. I'm trying to act normal, but I feel so nervous. I need to clear my mind and stop worrying so much. I need to clear my mind and stop worrying so much. Perfect! I can hear you getting better. Keep going. We need to make a decision about this project soon. We need to make a decision about this project soon. Let's get this over with so we can go home early. Let's get this over with so we can go home early. Everyone is fighting their own battles that we don't see. Everyone is fighting their own battles that we don't see. Amazing! You're speaking real English. Now let's try using these in actual conversations.
Wonderful! Now let's practice real conversations. These are exactly what you might say in real life. Listen carefully. I wish I could read minds sometimes. It would be so interesting to know what people really think about me. I wish I could read minds sometimes. It would be so interesting to know what people really think about me. I'm trying to figure out how to act normal when I'm actually so stressed about this presentation tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out how to act normal when I'm actually so stressed about this presentation tomorrow. Excellent! You're doing something amazing right now. I need to clear my mind and give people space. I can't control what everyone thinks, so I should stop worrying about it. I need to clear my mind and give people space. I can't control what everyone thinks, so I should stop worrying about it. Let's just make a decision and get this over with. Everyone is fighting their own battles, and we all need to go home. Let's just make a decision and get this over with. Everyone is fighting their own battles, and we all need to go home. Incredible work, my friend. You just spoke English for several minutes. That's real progress. Every time you practice, you get stronger. I'm so proud of you. Now, I have a question for you, my friend. If you could read minds for one day, would you want to? What do you think you would discover about the people around you? Or would you prefer not to know what people really think? I'm very curious to know your thoughts. Please write your answer in the comments below. I read all of your comments and I love hearing your stories. Writing in English is excellent practice. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just try your best. If you enjoyed today's story, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other English learners find these stories. Subscribe to Simple English Stories for more of Tom's adventures every week. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. Your support means everything to me. Thank you so much for being here. What will happen to Tom in the next episode? I'll give you a small hint. Tom goes shopping and makes a big mistake that leads to a very embarrassing situation. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be funny and relatable. Thank you so much for learning with me today, my friend. You did excellent work. You didn't just listen, you practiced speaking. That takes real courage, and I'm proud of you. Today, Tom taught us that privacy matters, and everyone has thoughts they don't share. We should judge people by their actions and words, not try to know everything they think. Respecting boundaries makes life better for everyone. Remember, every day you practice, you improve. Every story you listen to, you learn more. Your English is getting better and better. I believe in you. Keep practicing, keep growing, keep believing in yourself. I'll see you in the next episode, my friend. Goodbye for now, and see you very soon.